Good morning, everybody. We are here. Pretty sure today's Thursday morning. We've got Frank first in the chat, as always. What's going on, Frank? Pudgy second. Ever Flores, how you doing? Joseph. We've got John J. Alvarez, Aiden, Zachary. Thank you very much for the super chat, Zachary. I got you, man. But that dog may have been for a John J there. John, man, I really hope, if that story was true the other day, I really hope your dog is doing okay, man, and everything works out there. We've got Joseph, Cassie, Kalani, Pika Power, Diego, and Shredda. Let's go on over here to the market and see why everybody is crying today. We've got AMC down another 7%, sitting at $14.76. Shiba Inu coin down 2%, sitting at $22.96. GameStop down 6%, sitting at $122.03. Farmy down almost 5%, sitting at 11.10 cents. All-time lows for Farmy being hit here. We've got the NASDAQ. It's being inflated a little bit because of Facebook's earnings and Facebook moving higher. But the NASDAQ giving up all of the gains that it has seen today and currently sitting 0.5% higher. We've got Prog, or what is it now? Biora Therapeutics, sitting down 6% at 80 cents per share. We've got Sundial down 5%, sitting at 50 cents. Maldonado down 3%. CEI down 1.5%. SPY is up. Yeah, we've got a couple of the bigger tech stocks and higher market cap stocks that are slightly up today. SPY is up 0.80%. BBIG down 3% right now. Highcroft break even at the moment, but you know what it was earlier? Down at $1.38, currently sitting at $1.46. Netflix barely breaking even today, $190 per share. Was down here at $185 for most of the morning, and currently sitting sideways at $189. So we will see what takes place there. The only thing that is doing well today is ApeCoin. Where is ApeCoin? Got to go find ApeCoin. Tesla, though. Tesla was down even more earlier, sitting at about $820 per share. $840 right now, down about 5% on the day. Brutal to see these stocks getting beat like this. ApeCoin up another 10% on the day, hitting all-time highs at $21.82, currently sitting at $21.46. So ApeCoin is doing very well. Everything else getting brutalized this morning, and we need to see this stuff turn around, man. We absolutely need to see this stuff turn around. Yo, Clay, long time no talk. I know, Aiden, where you been, man? Come on now. First quarter is sitting at negative GDP. One more consecutive quarter, we're officially in a paper recession. Kalani, that is exactly right, man. What did GDP, US GDP, what did GDP come out at, man? Let's see. Down 1.4% for the first quarter. So it contracted 1.4%. Yep, one more quarterly release. So 3 months from now, we could be in a technical recession, right? I did a video on this a couple of days ago. Simply means that 2 consecutive GDP quarterly releases are showing contraction. We've got the first one. They were expecting it. And I would absolutely imagine that we're going to have a second one. Because, we're comparing to the previous year's numbers, and it's very likely, unless we see a drastic increase, it's very likely that we see a recession here. I mean, look at the oh, you can't see it. Hold on. Let me see. I probably have to rehook up Chrome here. Hold on. Alright, sweet. You can see it. Yeah, I mean, if you look at the GDP numbers, it has done nothing but go up. And then in 2008, yeah, man, 2008, we did have a little blip here. You see this? I don't know how well you guys can see it, if it's zoomed in or not. We had a little blip here in 2008, 2009. This decline is already just as big, if not bigger, than what we saw in 2008, 2009. We were going from 14.7 to 14.4. That's the dip we saw there, 14.7 to 14.4. Here, 21.4 to 20.94. So that's a 0.3% dip. We've got a 0.5% dip. Well, not a 0.5% dip, a $0.5 trillion dip. $500 billion dip is what we got here. So yes, man, we are absolutely looking at we're looking at a worse situation money-wise than we were in 2008. Percentage-wise, maybe not, because we've already doubled the GDP since then. But it's looking bad. Caused the big spike and then the dump. AJ Kelly, man, we most likely are seeing the sell-off today because of GDP. We are literally facing a market right now that is deteriorating. I mean, you're talking GDP contracting, potential for a recession here. You're talking, inflation running wild. Interest rates are going to start rising. It's just a recipe for disaster. And it's not to scare anybody, right? But it is a recipe for disaster when you're looking at growth for companies and growth for stock prices. So it could, we could have a lot more difficult times ahead of us. It's just the way it is. Looking to buy back in on Shiba. How low could it go? AJ Kelly, good question. Shiba very heavily correlated to Bitcoin's price. Bitcoin has some major support levels around the level that it's at right now, this $40,000 level. Below that, $37,000, and below that, $33,000. Major line in the sand is $30,000. Shiba Inu coin, very similar with major levels of support where it's at right now. Below that, 2200, major level of support at 2,000 points per coin. So how low can it go? Let's say 2,000. If that line is broken, things could get very dangerous, and you may see a fall back down to 1,000. Bitcoin, $30,000. Main line in the sand. If you see a breakdown of $30,000, it could absolutely go back to $10,000. So you're going to have to keep your eye out for what the major coins are doing. Not just Shiba Inu coin, because they're really following Ethereum and Bitcoin. So I would keep an eye out on the major coins like that, since they're so closely following the price of the overall crypto market. God, dude, nothing. We've just been getting destroyed every single day. Clean this bad boy up right now. What is this? What are these lines useful for anymore? They're not. They're not useful. It's just nothing but decline. So let's get rid of this one. It's just been following this downtrend, so we'll keep that downtrend intact there, and hopefully it's able to break back above it. These lines are useful here. Major line on AMC, this 1450-ish level. So 1460 right there is fine, but let's move it down. I'll move it down to 1450. Major line in the sand on AMC is 1450. Very high support. And Farmy, look at this, man. Farmy's about to test 11 cents per share right there. We're going to watch it follow through and hit another all-time low today. Great day for the stock market. Farmy, good investment. Red Firm Banana. So Farmy's a tough one, man. Farmy's a tough one. It has done absolutely nothing but go down. Farmy does have growing earnings, growing revenue. Farmy's got more cash on hand than the market cap of the stock is worth. Farmy is drastically undervalued, but it has been doing nothing but getting beat to death. So they did vote on a reverse split. Vote came back as a negative. They will not be doing a reverse split. And the board is a bunch of crybabies, so they're asking for a new general meeting. And they will be trying to get another vote on a reverse split. It's like, when you lose a game and then you're like, well, let's play again. You lose a game, you're like, let's play again. They've lost the reverse split vote twice, and they're going to try yet again for a third time to get another vote. That's not going to happen. So I don't know what's going to go on there, but investment, yeah, man, because they are undervalued. But the fact that they seem to not care about their shareholders, it speaks volumes for their own personalities and who the people are that are running the company. Made a little money on Farmy last year, a Red Banana, but I don't know. I don't think I would touch it now. Yeah, listen, it is a riskier play, but they have more cash on hand than the company is worth. So if you're looking at it from that perspective, it's impossible for me to see the price of some of these companies go down any further, because if you're buying it, you're literally buying like $1 for 50 cents. So I don't get why some of these prices are able to go so low. Hey y'all, number 15 for the likes, Alice in Wonderland. Thank you for clicking the like button, as is everybody else. A best time to buy during recession, in my opinion. Yeah, Kalani, if you guys can keep adding in, and we do go into a recession, you are going to be buying as it's extremely low. It's going to be like buying, going to be like buying during 2008. I mean, when it does rebound, it's going to be amazing. Could be wrong, and the economy may rebound next year. However, it may last another 3 years. Domestic policy USA, it does affect the global economy. Crypto is what I consider a hedge, I believe. Yeah, Mark, man, it could last a while, right? I'm hoping it does not last any longer than it is, but it's being brutalized, dude. Tesla potential 20-for-1 split. Regular split, though, not a reverse split. Just play I win instead. I would love to play I win, Nick. That would be the best game ever. Hard to lose that game, to be honest, Nick. It is, man. You always win. I read about a Shib burn in September. Where, though? Caesar. What burn did you read about, man? You get any specifics I could talk about on it? Sundial earnings call was a disappointment. Only one question was asked. Bronson, did they only answer one question? Or literally only one question was asked to them? Who knows? AMC cash secure puts I sold, rolled them out again, earning $41 more premium. Very nice, Frank. That is awesome, man. Look, guys, AMC is, if you're going to be buying puts on AMC or anything like that, do keep in mind this major level of support down here. So as it approaches this level of support, I would say use that wisely. It has been doing nothing but coming down for like the last month and a half, along with the overall market and basically every other stock that we've seen. And it is sitting right here at this major level of support that goes all the way back to the beginning of 2021 here. Touching it back in January, touching it in March, touching it again in May, and then finally breaking through it. On the flip side, it's touching it back here in January, touching it again in February, again in March, and now once again in April. So it has tapped this line every month, this 1450. It's tapped it every month since the beginning of the year. I don't know if I cut out, but it's tapped it every month since the beginning of the year. Very, very heavy downward pressure on the stock market and all of the stocks that we watch. Oh, there's an old legend that my grandpappy tells me. He said there was once a day when crypto was up. Is that true, Clay? Remy, your grandpappy was right, man. There was once a day, and oh, what a glorious day it was. But since then, crypto has been down. Remy, crypto has been down, and it has been down hard since the November era. But we will once again rise up, and we will bust through those all-time highs. And like your grandpappy passed on to you, you will pass on to your grandkids the story of the massive crypto rally. Were you here for it? Time will tell. Time will tell, man. Do we get sick and give up, or do we stay around and see the gains? What's up, bro? I'm late. What did I miss? JJ, you didn't miss too much, man. You just missed, talking about how everything is getting beat to death today. So, bro, the reward hedgies get for borrowing more AMC shares is to lower the borrowing fee. Diego, doesn't seem to make sense, does it? Doesn't seem to make sense. The rewards you get for borrowing more is a lower cost to borrow. That sounds like a reward to me. I mean, in logical sense, you would think that anytime you borrow more or increase the demand for something, the cost should go up. But clearly, that's not what we're seeing right now. I hear all the negative people saying it is a financial doomsday, but if it's what's having your money is sitting in a bank doing for you, buying until my wife finds out. Nice, Moto Lifer. No, dude, money sitting in the bank does not gain anything, but money sitting in the bank does not lose anything, right? And with the overall market being as, I guess, devastated as it is right now, it leaves the question. We must ask, how much further can it go down? How much worse can the economy get? How much worse or how much more fear can we throw out there? And I'm going to tell you guys, it looks like it can't get worse, but I do believe that it absolutely could get worse. Imagine, we've got two cycles of GDP declining, and we go into a recession. Imagine this recession leads to layoffs. Imagine we, for some reason, start to have more lockdowns and closures. Things could get worse before they get better. Will they? I absolutely hope not. But it is a possibility. I'm not a doomsdayer or a gloomsayer or anything like that. But we have to focus and we have to maintain reality at the same time that we want our assets to grow. So at this point, question becomes, are we still going to be here? Are we still going to be here when it turns around? Physically, yes, I do think we're going to physically be here. But will we have our money invested in the stock market when it turns around? If you give up, no, you're not going to partake in the gains on the way back to the upside. If you brush off this nonsense and this idea that this is going to last forever, we will see a turn. We will see a turn. He's only good for other things. I know I missed something, Moto. I will pass on my gains. Hodl. Yes, do not, don't literally pass on your gains. Like say, nope, I'm passing. I don't want to see these gains. Like pass on your gains to your next generation. Leaving the money in the bank only makes banks richer because they lend your money out and charge interest on it. Mr. Simon, that is exactly true, man. And they make a ton of interest on it and they pay you no interest. Aiden, give yours some so she can help add to my bag, even though it's heavy. Something, I don't know what I say. Chris, so in the same, what did Chris say? Chris is in here. Chris, so in the same boat. I've been ready to hand in the notice for the last few months, but I guess I'll have to go back to work next week. One more work week, guys. It's all right. One more work week, and then next week you can hand in your notice. It can get worse if Russia slaps, and yeah, well, Bronson, I think like if we go out to like a nuclear fallout or something, I really don't know who's going to be concerned about money if we go into a nuclear war, but yeah, I don't know. If we go into a nuclear war, I probably won't be concerned about money, but yeah, some people might. Clay, are you 100% otherwise? Are you 100% otherwise? What does your liquidation point look like overall for stocks and crypto? Yeah, I think Kalani. So if I understood that right, basically what I have in my brokerage account is 100% invested. I'm not sitting on any cash right now in my brokerage account. I don't necessarily have a liquidation strategy, man, where I'm going to go out there and liquidate if things keep falling. Where we're at right now, I do believe we have already rode through a drastic decline, not only in the overall market, but in a ton of the stocks that we are looking at and a ton of the cryptos that we are looking at. So if I'm looking at like a liquidation strategy, I don't know, man. Honestly, it's a tough call, dude. It's a tough call because what you have to weigh is if you liquidate, it's still got to go down, and then you have to get back in at some point, right? If you just hold through it, I don't know if it's necessarily less stress to just have that mentality of I am not going to sell any of these things, so therefore I don't have a decision to make, and I'm just going to let it ride. I mean, if you think of it that way, it does cause a little bit less stress, but if you're thinking that you can time it a little bit better, I don't know, man. I don't know. At this point, I'm only looking at necessarily liquidating Farmy based on this reverse split news and everything. I would have expected an increase in price based on the fact that they did not get their reverse split, but instead there's a 3.60% decline in price today. So I would have expected that to be good news and to see a jump up there. Their fundamentals look great, but that's probably the next stock I'm really looking at liquidating. Do I liquidate it to the downside? It'll be tough to pull the trigger on the downside, man. I really think that they're doing well. As far as the overall economy is concerned, no, I probably won't pull out just to pull out. Come on, they give you like 5.5%. Nick F's got super money, man. Look at that. They're giving him 0.5% on his savings account. He's making bank. Nick F, you're killing it, dude. You're killing it. Get that 0.5%. If a vampire bites a zombie, does the zombie become a vampire, or does the vampire become a zombie? The zombie would probably have to become a vampire, right? No. Is this a trick question? Do zombies have blood? Frank, good question there, but I am going to say that zombies, I don't think they have blood. So why would a vampire be biting a zombie in the first place? The zombies, the bat flies are way more thirsty. Aiden, good answer on that one. When Clay reads my chats, it makes me realize how bad my English is. Moto Lifer! It's not bad, dude. It's probably my reading ability. I loaded up on Roku puts. They have earnings. I'm hoping for a Netflix-like drop. Praying Roku gets thrown off a cliff. I hope nobody else is in Roku right now. But, hey, man, it is possible with everything that's going on right now. You still make... When's their earnings? Today? You're still making some decent money if you get those puts within the last 2 days or so. Look at these declines, guys. My gosh. Roku sitting at $84. Back in November, Roku was at $337. Back in July, it was at $500 per share. Oh my god. Dude, you're erasing until 2020 lows on Roku right now. I mean, we have erased everything that we've made since the 2020 recovery on Roku. That is insane. You know, you would have had to have bought it, even if you bought Roku in 2019, you're just now breaking even. Like, you've erased 3 years worth of gains in the last couple of months. Insane to look at that. Insane to look at that. Well, dude, I don't know, man. I don't have any Roku, so if you're playing puts on it and you want it to go to the downside, boom! I hope you kill it. Facebook. Where is Facebook? Do we have Facebook on here? Facebook was up like 20% yesterday. Giving back some of, or after hours yesterday. Giving back some of those gains today. Sitting up 14% right now. This is the only thing that is keeping the NASDAQ alive today. Is gains in Facebook. Brutal day for the market. But hey, man, we're still here, right? We're still here. We're going to be alive today. We're going to be alive tomorrow. No, vampires only drink live people. As soon as you start to die, they let you go. Shredda. Shredda knows his vampire stuff there, guys. Vampires don't feed off the dead. They feed off the living. Frodo knows his vampires too. See? See? Frank, you come in here with these questions. We know the answers, man. We got the answers to everything. Happy birthday, Clibro. Nufo, all I want for my birthday is the bottom. Like the bottom. I can stomach another, oh my, it's not even a month away now. My goodness. I can stomach another month. But like I need the bottom to have hit on or before my birthday, man. Can you make it happen? Nufo? Good afternoon, Keith. Good afternoon. Technically, a zombie is the living dead, and a vampire can't die. So I'm guessing trick question. Interesting. Chris is guessing trick question here. I thought it was a trick question too, but I thought it might have an answer. On the flip side, this could be the dippest of the dip, give or take 5%, I suppose. But who knows? I'm losing my mind. Buy, wait, sell, buy lower, Kalani. And you know what, dude? I know you guys, like, I know a lot of people might look to somebody to have the answer. Whether it's me, whether it's somebody like Meet Kevin, or, you know, some of these guys like Andre Jick, or Matt Kors, or Graham Stephan, or even some people, you know, looking to Kramer, or these guys on Wall Street, these analysts that are out there, mainstream media. Everybody's looking to somebody. And nobody... And this is the part that I'm like not afraid to admit, right? Even though people want answers, is that nobody knows what's going to happen 5 minutes from now. Nobody knows really what's going to happen 1 minute from now, but nobody definitely knows what's going to happen next week, next month, next year. And really at this point in the market, we've got so many things that we need to turn around that it's not going to be easy. You know, if it was just an inflation number, and we were comparing inflation rates to like 2020, 2021 throughout some lockdowns, and inflation was up because we were coming off some lockdowns and things like that, you know, okay, that's the only problem we've got. We can deal with inflation. Maybe we raise interest rate 1 or 2 times and everything's fine. But it's not just that anymore. It's, you know, we've got contracting GDP. If GDP contracts 2 quarters in a row, all of a sudden we are in a recession. If we're in a recession, people might start to lay people off. And then if they get laid off, it's going to cause them to spend less. They're going to go into a forced savings mode. And all of a sudden, that's going to exacerbate the problem with the recession. And then we've got Russia-Ukraine. You know, with everything going on with these sanctions and these people going wild out there, we have to worry about what's going on with Russia and Ukraine. China, I'm not going to lie, man. If there's any Chinese in here right now, China's acting a little crazy with the lockdowns and everything that they've got going on over there. So if that fear spreads and comes back over here, then we're going to have to deal with that. There's so much being thrown into the mix right now, I don't know the answer. We saw Happy Sweet 16, Clay, bro. Adrian, not 16, man, but thank you. If we've got, stimulus checks, right? Everybody was like gung-ho on stimulus checks, and they really did buoy the market and cause the market to go up because people had that money and a lot of people invested it. Even if we had something like that where stimulus checks were thrown into the mix, that's one of the reasons we run into inflation. So everything's got its cause and effect. I don't have the answer, and I don't know if anybody does right now. And that's the difficult part, man. That's the difficult part. It's the uncertainty. Just the not having an answer adds to that uncertainty. Am I fearful? No. Am I uncertain? Yes. If the vampire and zombie subject, if they bite each other, it cancels it out. It's political, and a politician is born. Ask Hillary. It's true. What a lifer. That might be, man. That might be how politicians are born. I don't know. You get a vampire biting a zombie biting a vampire. So that might be something you got there. You can get your driver's license now, Clay, bro. Happy birthday, bro. Remy, I have been waiting to drive for so long. I cannot believe it. Yes, I am getting my driver's license next month. So many variables. Hector, there are so many variables out there right now. It is nuts, man. It really is. Donnell! What's going on, Donnell? Hopefully you're having a great day today. 16 with a beard like that. Dang, Aiden. Crazy, isn't it? Like, zoom in on the beard. Like, how does this even happen, man? This doesn't happen at 16, dude. At 16, maybe like a soft little mustache. 16 is just a soft little mustache, man. That's all you get at 16. Aiden's, I'm hitting it right now, man. We're going through. You guys are seeing it happen on screen right now. Some serious Aiden, you guys are right. Both Aiden and Adrian are right now. Some serious puberty going on right in front of your eyes. My mustache went from just a nice little peach fuzz. Why does his hair always want to go backwards? Nice little peach fuzz mustache, really nice and soft, to whatever the heck I got going on now, man. Thing is, I shaved this morning, like full, like skin. I shaved down to the skin this morning, and here it is. I shaved my chest hair down to the skin this morning too, and it's already coming back too. It's just crazy, guys. The market, a down market like this, will definitely put hair on your chest. I am proof of that. I shaved this morning, and it's already coming back. This market will definitely put chest on your hair. This market is not going to put a chest on your hair. So, boys, forget that I said that. This market will take the chest off your hair. This market will put hair on your chest. Literally rocking the same right now, too. Aiden, very good, man. Very good. And the fact that the bearded lady, the circus, had a better beard than Claybro will immediately disqualify Claybro from calling that a beard. Oh, Pudgy, you little bum. What do you call a toothless bear? A gummy bear. Best dad joke I got today. Nice, John Jay. Nice. Suppose I should have said I am not asking for advice. Just share my... No. Kalani, man. I completely get that. I completely get that. I don't think anybody in here is ever under the influence that I'm giving advice or anybody else in the chat is giving advice for that matter. We make it very clear, and nobody in here has ever held themselves out to be a financial advisor. And I think that that's where a lot of people get a little bit concerned on the internet. You have to hold yourself out as a financial advisor for somebody to reasonably rely upon your financial advice. If you're just sitting here talking about zombies and looking at the stock market and things like that, I don't think anybody could reasonably rely upon anybody as giving financial advice. But at the same time, man, I still don't want anybody relying on anybody else, because nobody has the answer. Even financial advisors, they don't have the answer. Let me tell you what financial advisors would advise you on. Diversifying your portfolio based on the amount of money that you have and the amount of money that you want to retire with. They take a look at your budget, they take a look at your goals, and they take a look at your starting point. And they say, based on these metrics, And based on your risk tolerance, let's set you up in this cookie cutter mutual fund investment, and let's get you to on the right track for your goals. There's no financial advisor out there that is going to be able to make you $1 million in a year off a $100,000 investment. $100,000 investment, they're going to be lucky if they can make you $300,000 over the course of your lifetime on that $100,000 investment, and they're going to tell you that. You know, you have to have that long-term mentality. You have to have that long-term approach. You have to diversify, and you have to be willing to, let the market play out. So, yeah, I mean, we could go over what a financial advisor would say if a financial advisor would to say something. Man, it sounds like a dang woodchuck now. If a financial advisor could give financial advice, would a financial advisor advise to get finance in the current times? Somebody come up with a tongue twister like that. Let's see. Do you think Elon bought Twitter to brainwash the public? No, I don't think Elon bought Twitter to brainwash the public. Honestly, I have no idea why Elon bought Twitter. I do think that Elon Musk is really, really focused on, what's AI? Oh my gosh. Artificial intelligence, okay? I do think that Elon is extremely interested in artificial intelligence. And although I do think there's a lot of people on Twitter that are artificially intelligent, I do think it's a great platform to kind of gauge the thoughts of people. And I think it's a great platform to understand internet interactions. And I think that Elon Musk could gain a ton from seeing people's just thoughts spit out and spurt out onto the internet like that. Because I'm not going to lie to you guys. There's a lot of people on Twitter specifically. I only use Twitter because I've really been trying to keep up with what everybody's talking about in investments and things. I'm not a huge social media guy. I haven't even used Facebook in like almost 8 years. But I do think with the amount of people that I see just saying something off the top of their heads and not thinking about it and just letting it go, I think that Elon Musk could gain a ton in terms of like AI clarity and how to build out AI a little bit better based on people's thoughts. So my ApeCoin is 17. I don't have faith in ApeCoin at all. Roulette wheel. It's all right, man. It's all right. I would imagine selling at 17. I would imagine you made a profit, man, and that's what it's all about. Now go, just click it. Mr. Nice Guy. The like button, is that what we're clicking? Are you familiar with a YouTuber, Chris Norland? His views on... I don't think so, Nufo. Is he newer? Because I feel like I should know him, but I don't think... Is that his name on here? I don't think I know who Chris Norland is, man. Hey, Allen Iverson. That's like the AI of 2000, man. We're talking 2022 now. BRB, gotta go grab some Chipotle. Save the juicy topics. Kalani, we got you, man. Elon bought Twitter to make money. Come on, people. You don't have to come to the wealthiest people in history by throwing away money. Oh, no, dude. I know that Elon... And even if he didn't buy it, I do believe he bought it to probably double his money on it. But I do think that he's got a lot of useful information at his hands now, too, by seeing how quickly people just, like, spurt their thoughts out there. So, I mean, he's got a big chance of, like, highly developing AI based on really having access to everybody's thoughts now. Elon said about Twitter because he wants to delete it, and Facebook is next. Dude, I would love if Elon just went out there and clicked the off button. That'd be hilarious. Maybe Elon wants to give power back to Trump, if that's possible. And, if it costs $44 billion, man, it's his $44 billion. Bro, in a few words, right now, is better to have no money rather than have a lot of it and not knowing what to do with it. Bro, in a few words, right now is better to have... Listen, especially no money. Like, if you're losing money, I get it. But there's still so much potential for the market to rebound from where it's at right now. I still think it's a great time to be invested, right? If you've got friends that are not invested right now, I'm not saying get them invested, because we want to drag them down on this next dip along with us. But Guys, even if things just return to where they were, if you're looking at major cap stocks, if you look at Roku and Facebook and even Google being down like 20%, Amazon being down in Netflix, I mean, even if they just return to where they were, and even if it takes them 5 years to return where they were, if you're looking at Netflix and you've got a roughly like 5x increase before you get back to your all-time highs, you know, you could be sitting on 100% returns annualized, and that is going to be incredible, even if it takes 4 or 5 years to get there. Pika, Mr. Nice Guy. I'm heavily considering it. I don't know how much more Ape can climb. What is ApeCoin sitting at right now? Like a $6 or $7 billion valuation. Honestly, the Yuga Labs is valued at about $4 billion, right? ApeCoin in Yuga Labs has probably got a bigger valuation than that right now because Yuga Labs owns 16% of ApeCoin. So Yuga Labs is honestly, it's probably sitting at, you know, if they don't sell their ApeCoin and they don't have access to all those ApeCoins yet, it's being released to them over time. They're sitting on another like $3 billion in liquid assets right there. So that $4 billion valuation is pretty low at the current ApeCoin price. Looking for 100 people to sign up on my seminar next Friday. It only costs $10,000 per person. Seminar, How to Become a Millionaire in 2 weeks. Frank, man, it sounds like a course that the Wolf of Wall Street would get on. Pika, that he would have, is what I'm saying. Pika, take some profits, but if your goal was 25, don't let this market change your mind. Oh, Willie's AMA was a waste of time. I'm hoping that the AMA, what did they discuss? Because I didn't spend any time. I was extremely busy yesterday evening. But what do they discuss at that, Pika? If you can give me like a little bit of a summary, I am actually really interested. And I saw it was an hour and 49 minutes, and I didn't want to go through and listen to it for an hour and 49 minutes after it was over with. But if anybody's got a decent summary, I would love one. I am a little bit concerned about wellies in these NFTs that are basically stock. I am concerned about NFTs that are basically stock. You get voting rights. You get, you know, dividends. you own. You're a partial owner in the company. It's concerning to me because I know that the SEC is wanting to crack down on these digital assets and cryptocurrencies, and it's like we're handing it over on a silver platter. Paul, thank you very much for the super chat. Paul says, thank you very much, Paul, for the pretty little kitty there, man. Thank you, Paul. Appreciate that. Never felt like such a nice little kitty cat. Paul, thank you very much. And Zachary for the puppy dog earlier, man. Thank you guys both for the super stickers today. Ape's at about 22. Ape is killing it today. Yes. This is what I read. March 31st, 2021, 25% burned. June 30th, 2021, another 25% burned. September 30th, 2022, a remaining 50% will be burned. Caesar. What is that in reference to? The overall total supply? Because they're not going to be able to burn the overall supply of Shiba Inu coin. They don't have access to the overall supply. You know, Binance owns like, I think Binance owns like 90 trillion coins, man. They're not going to be able to have access to Binance's coins. We should start our own Ponzi scheme during the recession. NUFO. Sounds like a great idea to me, man. You know who we could target? We could target all of the like politicians and the rich out there. That'd be sweet. If they're dumb enough to fall for it, well, I don't know, man. Buyer beware. Buyer beware. Thoughts on ApeCoin? So, Foss, I actually like ApeCoin. All right, I like a lot of things about ApeCoin, actually. One of the things I like is that Yuga Labs really rewards their holders. I mean, they have given so much to the Bored Ape Yacht Club and Mutant Ape Yacht Club holders, even though they've already got so much with their NFT valuations. Now these Bored Ape Yacht Club and Mutant Ape Yacht Club holders are getting access to NFTs for the metaverse lands. They're building out this metaverse. ApeCoin is going to be the coin that is used, not some other coin that the ecosystem is they're trying to build around. They've got a very strong focus on rewarding holders. I do like that part. Now, it's probably because they hold a lot themselves, but ApeCoin with a $5 billion valuation, $6 billion valuation probably today, it is high, but it can still go higher. If they do build out the metaverse, if they do build out something that people use, it's still going to be able to increase in value from where it's at. Now, will it slow down? I truly believe that it will slow down. I mean, it's been on a tear lately, and it's been going against the overall market going down, and ApeCoin going up. So it has been bucking the trend, but I still think that it's got a lot of potential, man. Mostly more unanswered questions and people complaining about mods and the burn portal. Oh man, you miss nothing. I hope I don't, I plan on doing that Ask Me Anything on Friday night, but I hope I don't. It's tomorrow night already. Does anybody have any good questions they want to ask on that? I hope that I'm able to ask those questions early. I don't want to be stuck in there all night waiting to ask questions. Especially because I know they won't answer really any of these questions. I would like to ask them, people probably don't care, but I would like to ask them if they've had any sort of legal counsel on doing these NFT projects with these other companies that are literally no different than taking them public. I mean, literally no different. Instead of marked ownership in the company where they can liquidate if they want, you have voting rights, you have dividends, you have all of these things. And what happens when the SEC decides to investigate or decides to, sue you for going public and having a publicly traded security just on OpenSea instead of the NASDAQ? I want to know, I want to know about that. If they've got people looking into it, or if there are literally only 2 people working on this ecosystem team. I want to know if they have any, I want to know if they were even around when Ryoshi created Shiba Inu coin, or if any of them have ever even spoke to Ryoshi. And don't lie to me, because I don't think that they have. There's a lot of questions that I have that I don't think that they'll answer, but so that's why I need to know if there's somebody out there that's got a question that they actually might answer. I feel that the crazy fear I had when I started investing on my own is gone because I realized that it's all cyclical and eventually money will grow. Moto Lifer, yeah, if you've got that long-term mentality, man, you're going to be solid if you've got that long-term mentality. It's just, we've been brutalized for 6-7 months now, man, and it's getting tough on people. It's a 20 billion. Well, all the correct. Bronson, you are right on that one, man. You are right on that one. I'm talking about, when I said the $6 billion valuation, I was talking about the current supply, or the circulating supply. You are right on the total supply. I would think that Ethereum scaling coins have a superb future and relatively cheap now. Yeah, Mr. Nice Guy, especially when the Ethereum merge happens and they move over to proof of stake as opposed to just proof of work. Question is, how much Shiba Inu? Clowny, I know. That is a good question to ask, developers. They should have some skin in the game. I don't feel comfortable asking that question because, I still don't answer that question myself, right? I still don't talk about the amount that I own, so I wouldn't feel comfortable asking somebody the amount that they own. Although it would be a pretty good indication of how well they believe in the project or something. I don't know if they would answer that one, and I wouldn't want to push them to answer that one either because I still don't. I still wouldn't answer it. When will Shib get to $1? They gotta know. Paul, yeah, man, they know exactly about the price movement. I do love to say everything they do is support Shiba, and nothing they're doing actually supports Shiba. Mark, you are correct in a sense, right? You're correct in a sense. What they're saying they do to support Shiba is kind of build up some uses and utilities, but I'm going to be honest. They say it's for Shiba, but I do believe it's for the ecosystem, right? I do believe it's for the ecosystem. And I would like for them to admit that. And in extended relations, the ecosystem could be for Shiba Inu coin, but I don't know, man. I swear these guys just built up around Shiba. I swear they weren't even around when Ryoshi made it. Really not a question, but you're the man. Clay, some of your videos on my commute to work every single day. Thank you very much. Save yourself records. Absolutely appreciate that. Guys, I love the positive feedback. So awesome. How you doing, Clay? What's good? Everything's good except for the market, Meta. Except for the market, man. We need some gains, man. When a penny. When a penny. Yes. Danelle, I would also like to know when a penny. Mama. When a penny, Mama has plans. I love it, Danelle. I love it. Oh my gosh. That is hilarious, Danelle. Darn, it's cold out there. Aiden, yeah, man, it's like 40 degrees today. We need some sun. What are the realistic goals or expectations for the price of Shiba in the next 5 years? Kalani, that could be good. I know they always say that they don't have, that they're not going to talk about price, okay? And I can understand it to a certain extent because they can't necessarily control the price. They control the utility. And I get that. And here's the part that frustrates me too. Like if I ask them, you know, what's the timeline looking like on Shiberium? Or what are your guys' realistic expectations for the timeline on a metaverse to be developed? Or when do you think at the soonest people can start interacting within the metaverse? Whether or not it's fully developed or not, when do you think the soonest is going to be? We don't know. We don't know. We don't know. We don't know. We can't answer that. That's secret. We don't know. Like, it's going to be very tough to answer any or to ask any questions that, one, they're willing to answer, or two, that they're not just going to come up with some like roundabout answer. I mean, dude, I spend enough time on live streams and these Ask Me Anythings, like on a daily basis, right? At least 2.5 hours a day, fielding questions. And there are some things that I don't know, right? I don't know what the price is going to be tomorrow. And I could probably, like, talk around plenty of different questions out there, but I feel like it's much better to, like, elaborate and at least give somebody your thoughts on something than it is to sidestep questions. I just think that deserves a little bit more respect when somebody like kind of shares what they think, right? Yuga Labs is very transparent and upfront with their community. Shiba is all about a mystery. And I don't understand why they got to be about mystery, man. I don't understand if that's a marketing tactic or what that mystery is. But AR, I do agree with you on that one, man. AR, I do agree with you on that one, man. Chris, thank you for the super chat. Chris says, most of us have been getting beat up our entire lives. We just see it now because we have a lot worth losing. Waiting a little longer for my future isn't as much as waiting my entire past hoping for this. Dang. Dude, when Chris comes in deep like that, I love it, man. Chris, that actually makes a lot of sense, dude. That actually makes a lot of sense. And I think a lot of people can probably relate to that. Like, I'm not joking. And at the same time, it also shows that you are trying. You're making that effort. And if you're risking something that you know, could potentially lose to better your future, dude, you're not just sitting there soaking in losses and playing the victim at that point. You are trying, actively trying to make a difference. And the fact that you've got something worth losing is proof that you're trying to better yourself, man. So, Chris, dude, you're killing it, dude. That was deep. I like that. And thank you. And thank you very much for that super chat, Chris. I always got to say thank you. You guys are awesome. Been busy making briskets, so didn't check the market. Is it a bad day? Don't check the market today, Meta Pockets. Weather is good to stay inside, but had to make the live stream to support Clay, bro. Meta Pockets, I appreciate that, man. Don't turn on the market today, man. You don't want to miss that. Clay killed AMC. And CJ, I know, dude. I know, it was me. I single-handedly killed AMC, dude. Darn it. I don't know if 40 turns into Celsius, but it feels like it's cold. Aiden, 40 is probably like 3 or 4. 40 is probably like 3 or 4 degrees. Clay, how do you think Papa John's will do on earnings May 5th? Are they still on the ZA? I have no idea. Eddie, I'm not going to lie, man. I don't know what their earnings expectations are right now. I would imagine that, yes, they're still doing very well by bringing in revenue and selling pizzas. I don't see what would have caused, pizza sales to come down. Especially, and this might be bad, right? but even fast food restaurants, when you have people earning less money and a lot of people unemployed, which is kind of what we've been seeing over the last, I don't know, since the pandemic hit in 2020, fast food, and I would associate Papa John's with fast food. Fast food actually thrives in times like that because people, they don't necessarily have as much money to go out to restaurants and sit down to $20 meals. Their focus is fast food instead of necessarily cooking at home. I have seen that in the past. SD, a lot of people in here have integrity. Glad to see it. SD, a lot of people in here do have integrity, man. It's incredible to see how many people, just specifically in this chat, are like, they're incredible people, man. It's awesome. I'm quite fond of lingo used in this establishment. Niners. Quite fond of the lingo used in this establishment as well, man. Niners, glad to see you in here. Princess Anne Donnell, feel better, Shredda. Headaches suck. Headaches do suck. I'm glad I do not have one today. Clay, is right now a good time to buy. Clowny, now is a better time to buy than anything we've really seen in the last, 6-7 months, because we've been seeing nothing but declines. So you are going to be getting better prices. Is it the perfect time to buy? Most likely, and I'm saying most likely, right? Or probably not, because think about it, the chances are greater that we see continued declines before making sure that this is the absolute bottom. If we hit the absolute bottom today and like we timed that perfectly, chances of that happening are low, right? So there is a chance that, or it's probably not the best time to buy. The best time to buy will come, but it's probably not the best time to buy. But it's still a better time to buy because it is, we're still lower than where we would have been in the last 6 months. Hopefully that makes sense, man, because I can't time the perfect time to buy. I used to work for Papa John's a long time ago. I was good at hand tossing the dough. Nice. I've never, I have tossed, but never like in a pizza shop or anything. But I have made some dough. I've made some homemade pizzas and boo, but no, I'm not good at that. She was not the future. It was a good story. Ape is way better, but I would go into Bitcoin, 95%. Don't fool around with your wealth. It's engineered mathematical perfection. Slumdog Crypto, loving the Bitcoin. Yeah, man, look, in Bitcoin at this point, I don't think Bitcoin is going to see the types of gains that Shiba Inu coin and ApeCoin, being lower market cap coins, can see. But I also don't think that Shiba is done, right? I truly don't. I think that the crypto market in general has just been getting beat, but we've got we still got a lot of room for growth, man. 61 here in California, NUFO. 61 is not bad. Okay, it actually says 45 and sunny right now, so it is warming up a little bit here. Rules are rules, guys. Rules are rules. We can piece it together. Let's piece it together then, dude. Pika Power! Thank you for the super sticker. Thank you very much for the super sticker, Pika. I feel like a superhero when you guys send that one. Thank you very much. Pika, you're incredible. My goodness. Ape hit 22. Is Ape sitting at $22 per coin right now, man? My gosh. ApeCoin sitting at $22.07. Pika. Guys, Pika is the ape queen, man. She is the ape queen. She is just killing it on ApeCoin. And look, I'm happy to see that we're posting some green lines here. AMC bouncing back a little bit. It was down like 7+% earlier, and now it's down 4%. Shiba Inu coin got a couple green lines, very, very steady and very, very slow increase. GameStop only down 2% now. Farmy trying its best to put some green lines in there, still having a very, very difficult day. Prog back up to 82.5 from 78.5 cents. Wow, Prog was way down there. NASDAQ up 2%. The NASDAQ has been performing very nicely over the last, I don't know, what is this, 45 minutes? We've got crypto trying to make its run. Bitcoin doing a little bit better than Shiba Inu coin is right now, but Bitcoin looking pretty good. Sundial was down a lot earlier, and it's still down, but not as bad. 50.5 cents. Mullen Auto turning green on the day. That's nice. CEI sitting at 82 cents right now. The SPY looking... I think we're back. The SPY looking extremely similar to the NASDAQ. Look at these gains right here. NASDAQ, SPY. NASDAQ, SPY. Performing identically right now. NASDAQ and the SPY looking very good. BBIG up 1%, sitting at $2.31. Hycroft, $1.51. It's green. Netflix, $196. It's green. Hey, maybe we did hit the bottom. Clowny, maybe we did hit the bottom, man. And now is a good time to buy. I don't know. I mean, that's the best that we can hope for, man. It's ApeCoin, guys. Not financial advice, but it's Ape. No, Slim Dog, we get you, man. We talk about ApeCoin in here. We got a lot of people that are invested in ApeCoin, and they're doing very well. On Shiba, anti-whale selling burn would help. On Shiba, an anti-whale selling burn would help. Nicholas, yeah, I do agree. Anything like that could help, but let me say this. They do not own these, like Satoshi and these guys. They're not Ryoshi. These guys do not have access to Shiba Inu coin's contract. Now, I would be a little concerned, okay, if they migrate. I don't know. Frodo, one of you guys out there that knows a little bit more about layer 2 blockchains, somebody please answer this if you can, okay? This has been in the back of my mind as well, and I don't have the answer to this. So if there's anybody out there that has studied blockchains a little bit more than I have, or knows about I guess layer 2 or smart contracts a little bit more than I do, the move from just Ethereum, like the layer 1 to layer 2 Shiberium, that is not, because I've seen some articles refer to it as a migration. That is not a migration in the same sense that we see SafeMoon going to SafeMoon V2, or Volt going from Volt to Volt V2, and these other coins that like you have to migrate and trade your tokens. That's not what we're seeing here, right? I mean, that's not what we're seeing here, moving from layer 1 to layer 2. In the sense that, you have to trade your Shiba for, like, Shiberium or something like that. That's not on the table, right? And I hope I got that across correctly, because I have seen a couple articles talk about it as like a migration to Shiberium. And, dude, that in my mind would be like a total scam. Cassie, thank you very much, Cassie, with the super sticker. Cassie, this is actually one of my favorite super stickers. This one's probably one of the silliest ones that I don't really feel ridiculous about doing. But Cassie, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Cassie, thank you very much for the super sticker. I love acting like a unicorn, guys. Oh my goodness. Cassie, thank you for putting that smile on my face. Absolutely appreciate it, man. Oh my gosh. Beautiful name, Toad. That's a couple of hours south of me. Missed it, man. Roulette wheel. I wish you luck. Roulette wheel. Good luck too, man, but I didn't see what you're doing there. Sweet. So there's cool museums at downtown Indianapolis. I don't know if we get any cool museums in Ohio anywhere. It should be a migration. It was exceptionally good unicorn today, Clay. Oh, well done. Frodo, thank you. Appreciate that, man. So you guys are saying that it should be some sort of a migration. What if, now, I don't think that they can do this, right? I don't think that they can render your Shiba worthless to get you to migrate over to Shiberium. But what if it's just like this big move from like Shiba to Shiberium, and all of a sudden it's no longer, I still understand it's built on the Ethereum network, but what if they take this coin from something that Ryoshi, or this made up guy, and I honestly believe that they made up the name Ryoshi too. I think they just made it around their story in their wolf paper. They take this coin that somebody built that was gaining extreme popularity, and then they tell you to migrate your coins. And they get you to transfer all of your Shiba Inu coin and think you're going to be using Shiberium, and then from then on, it's just, well, you got Shiberium now. We took all your Shiba Inu coin. Because they can't change the contract for Shiba Inu coin. They don't have access to it. ApeCoin 2237. ApeCoin is killing it. Oh my gosh. ApeCoin 2216 right now. ApeCoin hitting 2241 highs right there. Pika Power is destroying it today. I love it, Pika. Pika with another unicorn. Thank you, Pika. We got another unicorn coming on here. Thanks, us. About 5,000 miles from my house. I'll meet you there in a few weeks' time. Let's do it. Oh, put the little tail hair down there. Come on now. Come on. We got you. Pika, I got you. Thank you very much. Pika, thank you very much for the super sticker. Oh my gosh. Click it's Kings Island or Cedar Point. Cedar Point's probably better. Thank you very much, Pika Power, for the super sticker. You guys, I know you like that unicorn. I know you do. You missed the unicorn sticker Nufo sent earlier. What? And oh my gosh. I missed a Nufo and I missed a Clowny. What the heck, man? I gotta stop talking. Nufo! I got you, man. Golly, boom. You guys gotta tell me when I miss these super stickers. Cassie, thank you for putting me on check. My gosh. Nufo, this one's for you, man. I almost fell. Thank you. That unicorn almost tripped up there, and he was dying. But Clowny, I saw that you sent that salt there. You know what you do with salt, man? You pour the salt out. You pour the salt out on the table, and then you throw it over your shoulder for good luck. But because salt tastes so good, man, you just got to take the salt and you... every single time, dude. It gets in your eye and it stings every single time. Thank you very much, Clowny. I'm very sorry I missed those super stickers, guys. You guys, thank you for reminding me that I missed those. I never want to miss a super sticker, and I did miss those, so thank you very much. That's what's scary, Clay. Once your Shiba goes to Shiberium, the contract can be manipulated potentially. Mr. Nice Guy. Yes. So that's my... And I don't know, right, if they're going to be doing any sort of rug pulls or anything. But at that point, if that's what it is, because that's the part I don't understand about these layer 2s, is if it's a complete migration or what the deal is with that. That's beyond my knowledge of, like, blockchain and smart contracts. But that's my thought. Like, that's what I'm thinking is, I see these guys. They come in. They see a coin that's extremely popular. It's gaining in popularity back in like April, May. It's gone from nothing, and all of a sudden it's got a couple, multi-million-dollar valuation on it. They jump on board. They start to build these things up around it and make up this story about how some guy named Ryoshi comes in and creates Shiba Inu coin, Great Wolf Paper. They're going to be creating these other coins around it to gain utility and all of these things. Awesome. End goal. All of a sudden, they have no control of Shiba Inu coin. And all of a sudden, as the plan forms out and takes place and moves on, all of a sudden, we're moving over to this layer 2, and they do have control of Shiba Inu coin. All of a sudden, they took something that was beautiful. Nobody's in control of it. Everybody is able to do something, but nobody can change it. It is just there. And all of a sudden, boom. Now we're sitting on a centralized coin because they do have control over the smart contract. They do have control over taxes that can be burnt on it. They do have control over all of these things. And I guess in a certain aspect, it could be good because we could see more burns. We could see cheaper fees and things like that. But do you give up the anonymity and I guess that complete decentralization for the possibility of increased burns? But now there's an owner. And this owner came out of nowhere. Man, that's been in the back of my mind. And, I can't go along with that narrative too much because I don't know if it's a possibility. If it's a possibility, dude, what are we watching? $1 billion heist take place right under our eyes? And something 3. All right, Pikachu. Do you still believe the AMC squeeze will happen? So, Mr. E, I still believe that the AMC stock shorts will cover. I absolutely believe that. When they cover, I absolutely believe that the increase in demand will increase the price in AMC. Here's what I'm, I guess, a little bit upset with. A lot of people are no longer partaking in the AMC community the way that they once were. The excitement is not there the way that it once was, and how high can AMC squeeze is a question on my mind right now. Because with the frustration that a lot of people are having and how many people have been dropping off recently, I'm seeing, if the hedge funds decided to cover right now, I don't know how drastic the price increase would be. Will they cover? Absolutely. Will the price go up? It absolutely should. Does it go to, $1,000, $5,000, $8,000? At this point in time, guys, I don't care if you call me a shill. I have no problem saying that it probably wouldn't. It probably wouldn't with how many people are not focused on it right now. But I still do believe that it will absolutely rise in price. And you're still talking, with the amount of people that would jump onto it as it starts to rise, $50, $70, $100, $200 per share. But I don't know if it's got the same engagement that it used to. Pika Power! Thank you very much for the super chat. I don't know why I gotta get on my feet to do this cat, but thank you very much, Pika. I don't know. Here's the bad news. I don't sweat as much doing that cat. For some reason, it just became less embarrassing. It's like what we do now. It's just what we do. I'm not even sweating at all. Meowing like a little kitty cat in front of 95 people. Oh my goodness. What is this world coming to? Pika, thank you very much. You guys are awesome, man. Dang it, Pika. I was just about to do that saying for you. What are you going to do, Kalani? Clear with the massive rise in Ape, where would the support be and resistance? So, Bronson, there's no technical levels of resistance, okay? Psychological levels of resistance, yeah, maybe, man. Each solid number, 22, 23, 24, especially 25, and then you get up to 30. Numbers like that, psychological. But there's no resistance on the chart. It has no level that it's pulled back from. Now, knowing that, what we're looking for is where do investors in ApeCoin get fearful? Where do they think it's getting too high at? Is it 22 and then it pulls back? Is it 28 and then it pulls back? There will be a certain point. And dude, the ape community, I wouldn't be surprised if it's 69 before it reaches a ApeCoin's at 69. I gotta sell because it's 69. Very similar to what AMC did. I wouldn't think that that's an impossibility, man. So with no technical levels of resistance on there and a very, very quick increase in price, you would be looking at a little support here at $20. Below that, a little support here at $16, $17. Maybe some in here at $15, but then you're talking back down here at $13 again, with major support being down here in this area at the $10 per share mark. So it did kind of stair-step its way up. And then you also, look. So we've got this ascending trend line. You could find support at this ascending trend line. Maybe it steadies off for a couple days, and we find support here at 20. It keeps going up. We find support here at 23. If it continues this ascending trend that it's on, that could be used as support too. Support, it has. Resistance, it doesn't have. And that's a perfect recipe for continued growth as long as people don't get scared and sell. One of the things that I do like about ApeCoin is a lot of the holders are Bored Ape Yacht Club holders. You know what they're used to doing? Holding. They're used to holding. They've been holding those NFTs for a year, and they've watched them go from $1,000, $5,000, $10,000 to $200,000, $300,000, $400,000 per NFT. And in the case of Justin Bieber, $1 million in value of their NFT. So the majority of holders are probably used to holding in this case. And because of that, with no resistance, I mean, ApeCoin's got a pretty good look ahead of it, man. I'm not going to lie on that. I hate this market vengeance. I do too, man. I do too. I hate this market vengeance. You know what, man? I hate this market so much. I look at it, and every time I look at it, I'm like, thank you. Thank you for the super chat, vengeance. Oh my gosh. Vengeance is, it's just, when you look at the market and you get scared and you, oh man, vengeance. The market is scary, vengeance. I'm not going to lie. The market is even scarier than when I go, meow, meow, meow. Nufo, thank you for the sticker. Right after I'm a scaredy cat. That's what it is. Now I'm a scaredy cat. We've got the scared face and we've got the Nufo kitty cat down there. Clibro is a scaredy cat, man. My gosh. Bobby, you can see oh! You know what? I'm not going to lie. I do want to say thank you to you guys for keeping the chat amazing today, because it is already 1 o'clock. So we are going to be taking off for now. We will be back in the afternoon session, 3 o'clock hour, so make sure to come back then. But we've got 1 o'clock, so we're going to take off. And get your names in the chat. We'll get these shout-outs going on, and then we will be back a little bit later. King Toad, man, shout-out to you. Pika Power, enjoy the rest of your afternoon. Slumdog, see you later. Pramasa, see ya. Pika, Alice in Wonderland, Mr. Nice Guy, Aiden, Eddie, Danelle, King Toad. Roulette Wheel, enjoy your afternoon. Mr. Simon, Alice in Wonderland, Mr. Simon. Kulani, Frank, Mr. Simon, forgot my cup, see you later. SD, I know you were in here, see you later. I doubt Crypto Rocketeer, AMC Trapper, I haven't seen their names at all today. Nick F, if you're still in here. Lauren, Stephanie, if you guys are in here. We've got, I think Danelle was in here. Cassie, I didn't see your name for a shout out yet. See you later. Frodo, enjoy your afternoon, man. See you in the afternoon session. Pika Power, Meta Pockets, enjoy the sun, Claire, bro. The sun, yes. The heat, no. Aiden, Zachary, enjoy your afternoon. Aiden, see you later. Pika Power, Mr. Simon, Danelle, Dog Pound, Doge Pound Gang, Vengeance, loving the fruit, man. Mr. Simon, AMC to Pluto, Nufo. Mr. Simon, a TCG investor, shout out to you, my man. Cassie, see ya. Hector, Reynoso, see you later. Enjoy your afternoon. 11 Simon, Filippo Ferrara, bye to you as well. Mr. Simon, Pika Power, Mr. Simon, all of you guys. You know what time it is, so if you want to say it with me, say it with me. Till the next time, hope that each and every one of you have an awesome day.